Let's hear from Charlie Lynch. I think that's a great idea.
I'd just like to say I appreciate everybody who came out in my support today. We're teetering on the cusp of change, and the change is coming eventually. But for some people like me and Virgil, who's in the crowd here, I don't know if that change is going to be in time to keep us out of jail. And I'd ask Obama to step up to the plate also at this point, and you know, give us some clear guidelines. You know, let's see this new written policy on paper. Make it clear to us so we understand what the new policy is.
Charles complied with all the regulations, was issued a business license, complied with all those conditions. So that's primarily what I testified, is the fact that at all times Charles Lynch was a law-abiding citizen as far as his business was concerned in Morro Bay.
I asked the adjoining businesses to let me know if they had any concerns or problems. Never once was I called.
There was only one complaint that I received, and that had to do with the quality of the medical marijuana. It had nothing to do with illegal trafficking, people without prescriptions or recommendations from a doctor.
Mr. Lynch, it sounds like you have the judge's sympathy. At one point he said, to be blunt, my preference, if I could find a way out, I would. It also sounded like the judge does not see a way to give you anything less than a year.
Right, yeah, I think the judge, he's mentioned that the mandatory minimums are definitely not fair in this case, and he's mentioned that he's bound by federal law, and so he's looking for ways, I believe, to keep me out of jail, I hope. And he seems like a fair, compassionate judge in a lot of cases. Actually, it's the federal laws that are unfair. I don't think Judge Wu's really that unfair.
Can we ask Mr. Cohen, did the judge give you a roadmap to guide you to get this down to 1 year?
I think he gave us a roadmap to get it down to probation. I do think that the judge understands the irony of hearing President Obama using words like medical marijuana and Attorney General saying things like medical marijuana, when in fact we were told at trial that there is no such thing as medical marijuana.
You were the one who put up the $400,000 bail. Can you explain that and how it affected your family and what that money was originally going towards?
I didn't put up the entire $400,000. I put up the cash portion of the bail, and that money was originally used or intended for my children's college education. Early on in the trial, there was some implication that the cash was coming from illegal funds through me, and I resented that. And so,
who made those suggestions?
That was from the prosecution, and I resented being associated with illegal activities. That money was hard-earned that I put up, but we were glad to do it to help Charlie.
Are you more or less optimistic than you were at the beginning of the day?
I am a little optimistic. I came down prepared literally to drive Charlie's car home in the event he was taken away, and I have a letter on things that I need to take care of, his affairs. So I was prepared for that, basically hope for the best but prepare for the worst. Fortunately, that did not happen today, and we'll see what happens in June.